Freedom Cafe, the forum for comics. I'm Dave T.
I'm James C.
A.K.A. Mr. Coleman.
Big bag, big sexy, whatever
I'm not going to call him that. And we're going to start, today we're going to focus our topics on two artists, Greg Capullo, whose mainly artwork is for DC, and also Sanford Greene, who is a Marvel artist and also an independent. He does a lot of stuff for Image as well. Yeah, and first I'd like to start off with one of my first, the first Greg Capullo issue artwork that I had was from Spawn number 83, and he, this all the artwork inside is actually him, and also Todd McFarlane wrote the story for this one, and this is where he got his start out was in Spawn. He didn't go to any school, didn't have any classical training or anything, or he just learned like most artists do. They just copy what they or sketch what they they love or like and
well, like I said, I like Greg Capullo because I just like the visual aspect of it. It's all visual. But again, when I first seen some of his work, my first inkling of Greg Capullo was Batman Metal. I mean, honestly, I'm like you guys, I didn't care who the artist was. I just saw something look cool,
Yeah.
and I grabbed it, and I was like, this is amazing. And luckily, my man Dave, dude's awesome. He told me he goes into the artists and actually who they are, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, I was a little denying my geek side, but then Dave convinced me to own my truth. If you like comics, you like comics.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody judge you for what you like. You can be 50 or 60 or 10 or 12.
Yep.
If this was you into. Own your truth.
Yep.
And so definitely seeing these guys, the artwork, it's just amazing to me because it's escapism at its finest. I mean, these stories take us to different places and to different areas, like Batman Beyond.
And this is the Dark Knight's Metal. This is Dark Knight's Metal number 5. I actually got this signed by Greg Capullo and also Scott Snyder and the inker Jonathan Glapion. They had a panel at AwesomeCon, and I was lucky enough to go there and hear about all the different artworks and things that they were working on. Right. And, this is another one. This is Dark Knight's Metal 6. This is the conclusion of the Dark Knight Metal saga,
So what happened at the end?
Spoiler alert. What happens at the end, basically, Batman goes against the Batman Who Laughs. And he has a special person that helps him fight the Batman Who Laughs, who is the Joker. So the Joker and the Batman Who Laughs fights. And we don't know what happens, but at the end of it, they just fall into like this whatever dimension thing or whatever, and they figure it out and they save the world, not without any consequences. If you look at our other episode, we talked about consequences. There are major consequences from them saving the world, and also there are a whole bunch of heroes that and alternate villains that came about because of how they saved the world. This is the conclusion of it. It's one of the best, and this is another Greg Capullo cover with Jonathan Glapion inks.
We should definitely hit up this, Justice League Dark. Are you guys not familiar with it? It's basically the Justice League who handle all the supernatural stuff. Like, because I posed a question to my buddy Hank and Dave, which Justice League you want to be on? Both of them were like, I would be on a regular one. I said, dude, you want to fight demons and all that other stuff? You did say that. You were like, I'm pussy, I don't want to fight that.
I said I wanted to be on Justice League Dark.
No, you did. Yep. Okay, all right. We'll leave that for the fans.
He said he didn't want. Hank said he didn't want to be on it because he doesn't believe in all the supernatural, the demons, and all that stuff. I said I like the Justice League Dark.
Okay.
So I would be on that, and. All of these covers that you see here that he's pointing out, all of these are done by Greg Capullo.
Definitely.
These are variant covers, and they're all great. They have Swamp Thing, Zatanna, Wonder Woman, the Man Bat. No Constantine on here, and I forgot what the chimpanzee's name is, but he's great too. That's all I can say. And after another one of my favorite artists, like I said, is our favorite artist, is Sanford Greene. It's a black artist out of South Carolina, and he's very good. And he worked. This is one of the Phoenix variant covers I got. with him doing the Punisher. It's a Phoenix variant cover. Like if the Punisher had the Phoenix's power, that would be. He did a great job on that, you know. And here's another one too. This is Michael Cray. This is an independent comic from Wildstorm, which is owned by DC now. Michael Cray in this comic, he's basically hired to kill the Justice League members because they have all gone bad. And in this one specifically, done by Sanford, you see there's many of the. This is the version of the Flash. This is the dark version of the Flash, and he has to figure out how to kill the dark version of the Flash. Michael Cray is a black super agent assassin. Dude is amazing. I like that a lot. And this one I didn't get to read this yet, but I just love the artwork. And first off, it's Brother Nash. And it's another great Sanford Greene cover. You can see the wolf in the background there in the desert. But she got this badass gun, and he's just chilling. Like, yep, this is how it is. Personifies another good piece of artwork from Sanford. And this is crazy. You know, the Daffy Duck and the Joker. It's just the Joker / Daffy Duck #1, and it's a Sanford Greene variant. It looks crazy because it reminds me of Old Dirty Bastard when he had on his straitjacket, and this is freaking nuts. The Joker and Sanford Greene, you know, Joker, Daffy Duck, another Sanford Greene masterpiece. And this last one that I have, there we go. We hold that up. This is a connecting cover for Luke Cage. So it goes from Luke Cage to the 70s all the way up to now, all the way up to Netflix Luke Cage, where you see Mahershala Ali's character and all that. Right,
I'm not going to talk about that series.
Yeah. Oh, you can talk about it. Talk about it. No,
like I said before, you know me, the whole Luke Cage thing. I didn't like how he ran Harlem at the end. But like
I didn't like that either. But I didn't like, you know.
But I'll say this though, Dave actually hit me when I first met him when he was telling me about all these artists, and he got me to realize that, you know, if you like something, and you need to know who actually did it, you know, and know the things that you like, you know. If you like a certain comic book, learn who the writer is, learn who the artist is, learn the team of the people actually put together. I think it'll make your experience more, you know, how can I say, more enlightening. So definitely on that. And like I said, Luke Cage, that movie, the Netflix show lost me a little bit. If we want to go into it, because I don't understand how he tells. To me, I'm sorry guys, don't hit me. I think Luke Cage is the B-level hero, and there's no way that he can control all of Harlem. There's no way that he can control all of Harlem from the Kingpin, from all the organizations that he said, I don't want no drugs in Harlem. And at the end, he's standing in front of a nightclub, and he has all these soldiers, but what are you going to pay him for if he ain't get no drug money? So, hey, look here. Good intentions all aside.
Yep. Even though it had that weird ending, I wouldn't say it's the worst ending because there's other things that were bad. But I did think that one of the highlights of the season was when Luke Cage and Iron Fist teamed up for that episode. Because when they had those fights and then they used that Wu-Tang music. Oh,
no, we're not. Hold on.
So great.
No, time out. First of all,
I don't even care what he's gonna say. That episode was the best episode of that ever.
Okay, first of all, we're not denouncing the sound. The soundtrack of Luke Cage was amazing.
Yes.
Everything from the live music, from like you said, the sound bites.
Yes.
They even had Method Man in it. You know, I mean, that was amazing. But again, I just can't get behind the ending. I mean,
I said, I agree. I agree with him on that. And also, they had a point in there where they used the director of the show actually used one of Sanford's artwork where they bumped the fist at the end of that scene when they were fighting. That actually came from the artist Sanford Greene. And they were inspired by that. And, you know, as you can see, this artwork is just amazing and ridiculous. And, you know, if we get to meet him, hopefully we get to meet him one day and we do an interview right here on Freedom Cafe, a forum for comics, you know. Yeah, that's what.
You know, and honestly, I wish they actually spoke with Luke Cage, spoke the relationship with him and Iron Fist, and him and Jessica Jones. You know, they were like, you know, him and Jessica Jones was like Marvel's power couple back in the day.
Yep.
So I mean, honestly,
I mean, they have a kid right now.
Yeah,
they're still a couple in the
comic book. So I wish they actually explored that more. So, you know, and but real talk, I need to get some serious stuff for you guys. Batman Beyond. All right.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith said a statement that I fucking agree with. Yes, and I use the word fucking because I tell you right now, this is what he said. And I quote. That if DC should make a Batman Beyond movie and have Michael Keaton play the old Batman in the movie, make $1 billion. I totally agree with that. I want that to happen because if you guys don't know about Batman Beyond, it's basically Batman. I'll give you a quick synopsis. Batman is old in the future, has some health issues. The man of Batman's been passed off. Damian now runs the League of Shadows. Barbara Gordon is new commissioner of Gotham City in the future. They didn't really go into what Nightwing was doing. Yeah. But in the comic, he finds a young kid off the street named Terry McGinnis. Not really a street kid, but, you know, he's athletic, of course, knows a little bit of martial arts. And I won't tell you the crazy twist how he's actually the DNA son of Batman. But, yeah, I just told you. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
That spoiler alert was very late. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I apologize for
okay, but my bad.
Spoilers.
But the point is...
Still read the story. Go read it.
The story's amazing. Terry is a great Batman. And he has Batman basically being his Alfred. But more so the more active aspect where he's basically doing detective work from back home and Terry's basically the muscle. And it's actually a good dynamic. And it hits a couple good movies out there I think you should check out called Batman Beyond a Call. It's the Return of the Joker. And that one, I'm not going to spoil that one. Just check that out. I agree with Kevin Smith. DC's been fucking up. I mean, Aquaman was good. The ending. But how about this? Everything after he got to Triton was awesome. That's amazing. But honestly, DC need to come with a winner, and I think what Kevin Smith said is totally correct. If they do a Batman Beyond movie, have Michael Keaton play the old Batman, and just run with that, I think it'll make $1 billion. I want to know you guys' thoughts.
Yeah, we want to know your guys' thoughts on that. And also, I have another thought. It hasn't happened yet, but I want to see a Robin movie, but not but it all be based off of Damian Wayne. Straight up his movie.
Okay, so wouldn't that be a series? Wouldn't it be better as a series?
Either way, series or a movie, I'll take it.
I think. I say series, guys. I'm talking about HBO or Stars, like American Gods. Great show if you guys haven't seen it, or like Game of Thrones type thing, or something like that. Because I think that'll be showing Damian's rise to power would be an amazing story.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And this wraps up another episode of the Freedom Cafe. First off, we want to thank Greg Capullo for all these great works and Sanford Greene for all these great works. Kevin Smith, thank you for your...
And I'd like to thank... don't forget that guy, Hank... What's his name? Hank... McDonald. Okay, yes, that guy. Hank McDonald.
Mac Attack.
Yes, he doesn't give good snacks. But anyway...
Oh, gosh. Well, that is a wrap on this episode of the Freedom Cafe.
For forums, for comics.
Yeah, forums for comics.
And y'all, please, hey, like our page, leave a comment. Hey, if we get something wrong, man, let us know, please. Again, we're just fans, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How fans are. We come up with our own story and how we like it.
Freedom Cafe. We are signing off.
Yeah, definitely. Bye.
Comics, a forum for comics.
You said that like passion, babe.
Don't even worry about it.